Sir, when we talk about nuclear energy, there are many myths revolving around nuclear energy as such. Sir, what are those myths and are they really true about the dangers around the nuclear reactors?
It's actually the major concern among the environmental groups and among the public and among the political people is the safety and the security of nuclear reactors. Across world, there are 31 countries exactly running nuclear reactors. Roughly around 440 nuclear reactors are operated by these 31 countries. Say for example, if you take France, they are running multiple nuclear reactors and they are meeting almost a 75% of roughly around 75% of electricity produced from nuclear energy. So it is the highest in the world. So similarly, there are many countries operating nuclear reactors. Even in India, we are running 25 nuclear reactors.
Okay.
And the nuclear reactors in Western world, they are supporting their energy mix, and they are running nuclear reactors for almost 6 decades, 7 decades, or more than that. But if you see the history, the possibility of accident is very least one, because say for example, every day we are flying, okay. So thousands of aircrafts are flying, but if you take the probability of accident, it is least. So maybe 0.001 or less than that. So in that situation, if you see this nuclear reactors, so we are running around 440 nuclear reactors. In International Atomic Energy Agency, there is a scale called International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale. That scale is used to measure the intensity of nuclear accidents. So under the scale, the seventh, actually there are 7 levels in the scale. The 7th level is called major accidents that will create huge damage. So in the entire history, it is considered that 2 major accidents took place. One is Chernobyl 1986, second one Fukushima in 2011 March. So these are the 2 major nuclear accidents took place. The major accidents means it is based on the classification of International Atomic Energy Agency scale.
Yes.
Okay. So according to this International Nuclear and Radiology Event Scale, only 2 major accidents took place. And see, there are 3 objectives for International Atomic Energy Agency. One is nuclear safety, second one nuclear security, third one promoting the technology. Nuclear safety and security means, nuclear security means the technology should be used only for secured purpose, that is peaceful purpose. Safety means they have well established protocols. So many protocols are there to ensure safety of the nuclear system, nuclear reactors and nuclear facilities, research facilities and enrichment facilities. There are so many nuclear facilities. For each and every nuclear facility, there is a standard operating procedure to ensure maximum safety.
Okay.
So invariably, almost all the countries are following the safety protocols. So, and the recent developments, like in the past few decades, new technologies came up, particularly in the nuclear reactors. The recent nuclear reactors are designed such a way that if there is any threat, okay, before the disaster, if there is any threat, the nuclear reactors will shut down automatically. Okay. So they design such a advanced nuclear reactors. So we no need to worry about a disaster. But if there is a situation beyond our control, then nobody can control it. If there is a natural disaster, okay, then nobody can stop it, and definitely we have to face the consequences. See, this is not only related to nuclear. Even if there is a cyclone, if there is a severe cyclone, definitely there will be huge economic loss and minimum level of human loss. So similarly, if there is a war, okay, so we don't need to worry about the safety and security of nuclear reactors because it is well established.
True, sir. So as you said, there is no ideal technology as such. Every technology comes with its own negative aspects.
Yes,
sir. Sir, as we are talking about this myths right now, generally when there is this concept of private players coming into picture, we all have certain reservations to it. So in that aspect, if Shanti Bill becomes an act, what can private players do and what they cannot do? What are the aspects in the bill, sir?
Actually, this is actually strategic decision taken by Government of India. The first important thing is what private players cannot do. The first important thing is they cannot mine.
Okay.
So mining rights are completely with government.
Okay.
Second one is the enrichment process.
Okay.
So enriching uranium will be under the control of government.
Okay.
So they cannot do, private players cannot do independently. Independently, there is no possibility.
Okay.
Another one is the reprocessing. There is a spent fuel, the management of spent fuel will be completely supervised or completely monitored by government of India. So that that is the most important one, because you will use this spent fuel for making weapons.
True.
Okay, if there is a high enriched uranium, then easily you can make weapons. So that will be monitored by government.
Okay.
And there are some other technical aspects. So all these things are completely reserved for government.
Okay.
Only other things can be done by
private players. Yes. Okay, sir. So we need not worry much about privatization of nuclear energy to be complete. As we are talking about International Atomic Energy Agency, what are the agencies, international organizations or conventions involved with respect to nuclear protection and energy? Okay.
So actually the most important one is International Atomic Energy Agency, that is a UN agency. So it is independent United Nations agency, they are functioning independently. And this agency created a lot of mechanisms. Actually, it has its own history. It was established in 1957 after this Autumn for Peace program. It was announced by Eisenhower, then US President.
Okay.
In 1957, it was established. In this International Atomic Energy Agency, they have well established a system to monitor the nuclear business and the nuclear activities. In this International Atomic Energy Agency, there are two important mechanisms. The first mechanism is called Comprehensive Safeguard Agreement.
Okay.
The name itself says it is a comprehensive one. So, under this agreement, say for example, a country X, it is a non-nuclear weapon state. They are running nuclear program.
Okay.
In that case, they should sign agreement with the International Atomic Energy Agency for verification purpose. Okay. It is mandatory under NPT. Under Comprehensive Safeguard Agreement, say for example, the particular country should inform where they are running nuclear program. So they should inform, they should disclose the nuclear locations. So the International Atomic Energy Agency inspectors, the technical inspectors, will inspect the disclosed nuclear locations under Comprehensive Safeguard Agreement. But what happened? There were some incidences. Some of the countries violated this CSA, that is Comprehensive Safeguard Agreement. So that created, or that was the major reason why extra protective measure was introduced in the name of additional protocol. So under additional protocol, for example, one is Comprehensive Safeguard Agreement, second one is additional protocol. So under additional protocol, for example, if country India is part of additional protocol, after this 1, 2, 3, after the Civil Nuclear Liability Act, we signed this additional protocol, we ratified it. So under this additional protocol, International Atomic Energy Agency, it means if I am signing in additional protocol, meaning is International Atomic Energy Agency will be authorized to conduct inspections even in undisclosed nuclear locations.
Okay.
So that will ensure complete protection.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the two important mechanisms available with the International Atomic Energy Agency. So under these two agreements, two arrangements, they can conduct inspections and they will do all verifications, and they will ensure that the nuclear technology is used only for peaceful purposes. This is one thing. Second is, that is the purpose of IAEA, that is non-proliferation. Yes. Another non-proliferation attempt made by the nuclear weapon states in 1974 with the establishment of Nuclear Supplies Group. So in the Nuclear Supplies Group, again we have elaborate system. So under Nuclear Supplies Group, as I mentioned earlier, the countries, those who are not part of NPT or those who don't have proper record on non-proliferation, they will not be part of nuclear trade and commerce. Okay, that's the purpose of NSG. In NSG also, there are some verification mechanisms. Okay, so these verification mechanisms will ensure that, for example, while exporting nuclear material or technology to a non-nuclear weapon state under NSG, they will ensure that the exported item will be used only for peaceful purposes. Okay, so there is a kind of mechanism called trigger list. Okay. Okay, so there are some mechanisms. So these two are very important.
So as we discuss, you mentioned many international organizations and conventions. And with respect to prelims, there are many organizations and conventions that we have to study. First question is, what is the significance of international organization with respect to prelims, and how do we remember all these things, sir?
Okay, so there are two parts in your question. One is the role of international organization in the syllabus. Second one is how to approach international organization. See, the first thing is that, generally, if you take the UPSC preliminary syllabus, the preliminary syllabus is open-ended. So there is no bracket for the syllabus. So from this to this.
Yes.
Okay. So there is no limit, or there is no explicit topics.
Anything under the sky is syllabus for
so,
UPSC.
Actually, it is vast. And compared to mains, there is no limit. But in mains, actually, you will get questions only within the syllabus. See, in that situation, if you see the syllabus, you can, and if you compare syllabus and question paper, you will get idea that there are two types of subjects. The first is a core subject like history, geography, polity, economy, science, environment.
Yes.
And there are some peripheral areas. So generally, we used to call it as special focus areas. You have to focus those areas exclusively, especially. For example, agriculture issues. So every year you will get questions from agriculture issues. And map. Okay, so they will study geography, but they will not focus on map. Okay, map-based questions are very common. Then there are some questions from reports, indices, and schemes. There are some areas.
Yes.
Then international organization. And if you analyze previous year questions, the past 15 years, this pattern was introduced in 2011. So if you analyze previous year questions, the past 15 years, you will understand that around 70 to 80 questions will be from your core subject, like history, geography, polity, economy, science. And you can expect around 20 questions or 25 questions from the peripheral areas or special focus areas. The approach of UPSC prelims is, it is actually a perfect level playing field, as we know. Like for all graduates, preliminary will be equally difficult. There is no privilege for any graduate. So in this situation, again, in my opinion, generally I used to say that in preliminary examination, competition is literally for 5 questions. Okay, not for the entire 100. Okay. A candidate without joining any coaching institute can secure comfortably 80 marks if the cutoff is 90. Okay. So how to increase from 80 to 90?
Okay.
That's a magic. So you need some extra effort to increase from 80 to 90. So comfortably you can get 80 marks. Okay, that is not at all problem. But increasing from 80 to 90 is a most difficult task.
True.
Okay, so after the preliminary, we are seeing thousands of candidates will be struggling between 80 to 90. So the 5 questions are very much important. So how to get that 5 questions extra, or how to get that 5 questions correct means very simple. There are 2 things. One is you should be master of all the core subjects, or 6 subjects. Like generally we used to say that 3 types of questions, like easy, moderate, tough. Okay, so comfortably we can answer easy. And the majority of the difficult questions cannot be answered. Okay, so competition again within the moderate questions. Area. Okay, so all serious candidates will answer for easy questions and moderate questions. Okay, so if you are master in the subject, you can try with this difficult questions. Okay, but it is nearly impossible to be a master in all
the subjects.
In this situation, here you can go with this peripheral area, special focus areas. So if you focus on agriculture issues, international organization, map and other areas, so out of 20 questions, if you are able to make correct answer for 10 questions, you will get that 5 questions extra. Okay, so in this situation, if you are focusing on international organization and other special focus areas comfortably, you can cross the cutoff. And if you are good in your core subject as well as in the special focus areas, comfortably you will cross your IFS cutoff. Okay, so this is a simple thing. Okay, since there is a cutthroat competition in core subject, if you are focusing on this exclusive areas, then you will do it. And second is how to approach this international organization. See, generally, again, if you analyze the previous 15 years of questions, you will understand that till 2017, number of questions from international organizations were very high.
Okay.
I think in 2017, it was around 20 questions from international organization, including environmental organization.
Okay.
After 2018, slowly this pattern changed. Number of questions from international organizations reduced.
Okay.
Hardly 5 questions.
Okay.
But in 2025 prelims, again this year, the number of questions increased. So UPSC is UPSC, you cannot predict.
True.
So the composition of subject, the ratio of questions are changing every year. So in this situation, you can expect, in my opinion, you can expect another 2-3 years, even for 5 years, number of questions from international organization will be more. Okay, it is a cyclic nature generally in UPSC. And how to approach means, if you analyze the question, in one question, if there are 2 statements or 3 statements or 4 statements, it will be a kind of blended question. Half of the content in the question will be static part.
Okay.
And remaining content will be from recent development, current affairs. So you should know the historical development of particular issue, then you should know the recent development. Okay, so there are more than 200 international institutions, agreements, mechanisms, or more than that. You no need to remember, or you no need to study all those systems or topics. So, for example, NSG is the informal system. We have missile technology control regime is another important informal system, and we have Australia group, it is another informal system, and we have Wasana arrangement. So these 4 are collectively called as multilateral export control regime. See, they are not asking random questions. Okay, so randomly studying the topics will not be helpful. Okay, so how they can approach means very simple. They can take past 12 months of current affairs. Okay. So if any organization was appeared in newspaper, they should refer that organization in detail. Okay. For example, if every year there will be regular events. For example, this Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or United Nations General Assembly, or the annual summits of major regional organizations. So there are regular events. So if you know the basic details, for example, ASEAN or European Union or African Union, okay, or G20 is a regular event. Okay, and we are getting news related to United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. It's an annual event. Okay, so all the conference of parties. So it is not necessary to follow all those things. If any topic is appeared in current affairs, and if it is unique, if it is new, definitely you can expect a question. Okay. And say for example, last year in 2024 there were 2 questions from UNESCO. Okay, for example, UNESCO nuclear issues, environmental issues are very common in prelims. Okay, every alternate year you can get at least 1 question from UNESCO. Okay, UNESCO initiatives. Yes, sir. Okay, like World Heritage Site or Intangible Heritage or Creative Cities Network or Man and Biosphere. There are so many initiatives. True. Okay, so you need current affairs plus the historical background. Okay, so
all the timelines.
Yes, so hardly one year you may need to cover around 50 to 75 topics. Okay, that's more than sufficient. And you can make almost 70 to 80% of accuracy while answering for those international organization related questions.
Thank you so much, sir. You have given us a very big understanding, good understanding regarding all these geopolitical issues and bill everything, and we have broken myths today regarding this protection of this nuclear energy, all those. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.